What's up, folks? So I don't usually do car vlogs, which is weird because I have a really nice car, at least I think so. V8, 420 horsepower, 5.6 liter motor. It's a fun car, and I think it looks good. But today I decided to do a vlog in the car. So over the last few months, I've put on new wheels. I don't think the wheels were installed last time I revealed the car. I believe I had my old 19s. These are 20-inch. I added that little front lip there. You guys see it, a little rubber. It's called the Easy Lip Pro. Got some paint chips there. But I live next to a cement company, so these trucks haul like rocks and stuff, and that's what happens when you live in this type of place. Otherwise, it just got tin, stuff like that. It's filthy right now because you can actually see all the pollen and stuff because it's still technically springtime. So pretty much all the work I put into it is actually in the engine bay. I recently cleaned this, so it's actually clean for once. But I have the UpRev UpRev tuning software, I should say. So that unlocks, a little bit of more power. That's inherently locked away by Infiniti. But what else I've also done is I installed recently these HPS intake tubes on both sides, which basically is a larger diameter hose compared to the OEM stuff, which is a little more restrictive. So in theory, it's supposed to give more air being sucked into the filter and into the manifold. They say it makes 9 horsepower. I find that hard to believe, but I am in a process of getting a dyno time scheduled so I can do some tests, because there's also a factory intake piece right here, which scoops in from air in from the front. I took that off. I did do the measuring via the intake temperature sensor, and it really wasn't much of a difference between having it and not having it. So it sounds much better without it. It sounds kind of like a cold air intake, that deep growl. So I left it off. So I want to measure with that on, with it off, with the stock hoses, with these hoses, and I want to kind of get a comparison of what's better, also with a stock tune and with the UpRev tune. So we'll see how that goes. But this is basically, what it looks like under the hood. Big old power plant. And hopefully I'll be able to do that by the end of June, because the guy is pretty booked up. So I'm trying to, and actually I got to drop the car off on June 13th to get the timing chain fixed, because they just issued a recall, which is nice because I was worried kind of about that. My car has 77,000 miles on it now, and a lot of them have gone in that time period. So I was a little worried about it because my warranty's expiring soon. But luckily Infiniti came through and issued a recall, so I will get that fixed, and it should be good. Alright, so let me just lift the seat, because I sit pretty low in the car and you guys probably can't see the road. I'm gonna get a lot of weird looks. I'm actually wearing my motorcycle helmet. As I usually do when I do car vlogs. So I added my purple and gold tassel because I graduated, if you guys saw that vlog. My hat went flying, guys. Too much power. It's alright, it's over there. But yeah, I've been meaning to do more car vlogs. I just for some reason never get around to it. I have a hard enough time doing bike ones. Very good. So as you guys can see, this thing is, it's even quicker now, at least my butt dyno says so. Now that I have a better tune, got the intake tubes, I got all that good stuff. And the way UpRev works is actually kind of neat. I have 5 maps in my car that I can at any point select. I won't tell you the order in case one of you crazy guys tries to come steal my car. But I have the regular stock tune. I have the performance tune, which is, probably a little different air-fuel ratio and some stuff like that. And then I have an economical tune, or eco, which again is probably just a better air-fuel ratio. Let's see if this guy notices. Nah, he took off. I would do that too if I wasn't going to a ball game. It's a pain in the butt wearing gear and then going to a ball game, because I actually play, so I gotta get dressed and all that stuff. But it has the eco tune, and then there's a valet mode, which the car will only rev to whatever RPM I tell these people to put into the program. So in my case, it's 3,000 RPM. So if I drop the car off at a hotel or something, the guy won't be able to, beat on my car. And then it also locks at like 30 miles an hour speed governor. So not only can he not over rev it, he can't go, 100 miles an hour on it. We've all seen the story where the guy in some, I think it was like Corsica or something, or Sicily or something, had a Ferrari that he gave to a valet, and the valet took it out and wrecked it. Maybe it was Monte Carlo or something, but so that stuff like that is good, because you never know what kid is going to be driving your car. And then the last one is a theft mode, or anti-theft mode, I should say. And what that does is it basically cuts off the fuel to the injector. So if I was driving right now and I switched to that map, the car would stall. If I left that map on, the next time I try to start my car, you get nothing. So it's really nice how they have that, because occasionally you leave your car in a sketchy area or whatever, and it's just nice to have. So that's the UpRev software, and then I'm hoping that once the problem with this car is there's no aftermarket virtually for this particular one, the V8 Infiniti M. Very few people make parts for this car. The V6 is a little better, but still not like a Civic or anything like that. So there supposedly is a company making a proper intake for this thing. So I'm hoping that once that is released, I'll get rid of these hoses or these tubes, and I'll replace it with an actual, properly designed intake. And I'll get UpRev tuned again. I have a great guy out in Washington State who I sent him the data logs, and he looks at the numbers and ratios, and he tunes in. He's, from what I can feel compared to stock, he's done a great job. So if any of you guys are Infiniti M guys, definitely get UpRev and go to Seymour. That's his name. That's his username, I mean. So I'm hoping once his intakes are released within the next month or two, that we can get those bad boys installed. And then I still have other plans. I want to get an exhaust, nothing crazy, just catalytic converters and back. I want to get coilovers. Gotta lower this thing still. Doesn't handle bad for the size it is. I mean, this thing is 4,000 pounds or whatever it is, 4,100 pounds. But it could obviously handle better. But as far as the performance stuff, the intake is the only thing left really that I'm waiting for. I'm not gonna, I don't need to do anything else to the engine, inside the engine. I mean internals. There's nothing available that will make me push that kind of horsepower where I gotta upgrade the internals. And even if there was, I probably wouldn't do it because it's a lot of money. Okay, this guy's taking forever, so we're gonna get a little wheel action there. So my car's all-wheel drive. I don't know if I've listed that or said that before in other car videos, but the way Infiniti all-wheel drive works, I can't talk today, is I have this dial here. You can see Sport, Regular, Eco, and Snow. And right now I'm usually in Sport, but in pretty much all the modes for Snow, it's a 80-20 split, meaning 80% of the power goes to the rear and 20% goes to the front. So it's basically rear-wheel drive car. In snow mode, up to like 50 miles an hour, it's 50-50. After that, it assumes that because you're going so fast, that it's not snowing. That's what I've read or been told anyway, so this is my favorite road, if you guys know from my bike videos. So we're gonna have a little fun here. And of course there's a car. Every time I want to have fun here, there's always a car. Alright, he's taking off. Good. Nice. These tires aren't the greatest. Once you get on the edge, you can feel them losing bite. I hope you guys can hear the engine with this microphone. I don't know if you can or not, but it's freaking awesome. My brakes are hot, they're starting to vibrate. That's the end of the road. It's the end of our fun. Brakes are biting now, because I warmed them up real good. I can smell them. So yeah guys, there's my car. A couple updates on it, what my plans are still for it. Don't know when I'll get to those plans, because I've been trying to plan freaking coilover since like last fall. This is my second summer with the car. I bought it in November of 2014. So I'm basically a year and a half in with it, and I still don't have a coilover system. So I don't know when that's coming. But you guys have a good one. I'm gonna go play some ball. Break a sweat. It's 82 according to my car, but it feels like it's 85, 86, almost 90 probably. So you guys have fun. If you're driving, drive safe. If you're riding, ride safe. See ya.